Good afternoon and welcome to another episode of D&J Drives. Today we are exploring the parish of St. Andrew, and this is going to be part of our series where we will be exploring all of the parishes. So we're going to begin the series with exploring the parish of St. Andrew, and if you look right ahead, you will see a sign that's there saying entering the parish of St. Andrew, erected by the Lions Club, Scotland District. So this is a nice point to begin because we are at the exact point where there's an intersection with St. Joseph and St. Andrew. So as we drive, we will enter St. Andrew and explore it as it comes. So we're going downhill. This is a very hilly area. And this is the east of Barbados. And a short way behind us was the famous Harrison's Cave. This is Highway 2, and it's very, very quiet country life. Highway 2 begins all the way from St. Michael through St. Thomas and into St. Andrew. So this drive is going to take us right through, oh, there was a horse, right through Highway 2 until we exit St. Andrew. So it's a really nice green area, very refreshing, good for walking, good for hiking. Nice sightseeing. Just gonna let this vehicle pass because they're right up under us. To our right is St. Joseph, and to the left, well, ahead of us left is St. Andrew, which we've just officially entered. We are on Highway 2, as I said, and exploring the parish of St. Andrew. Imagine how peaceful it is for those who live out here. Just going over this bridge. On the way to this point, we passed Welshman Hall, and the Welshman Hall Gully is an area that people love to come and hike and explore nature. Not certain how many of the viewers out there are potential visitors to Barbados, but this is a lovely area to visit if you are into nature. Some road works happening here. Extensive road works. was a big story on the news only earlier this week with the opening of a new road in this parish. A road that had been closed for years and then recently rebuilt and reopened. You can see what living is like out here. If you can see the blue pipe running there, that is what is taking the water to the area. In the context of Barbados, this area is very far from Bridgetown. This would be considered deep country. Barbados has 11 parishes, starting with St. Lucia at the top, and today we are exploring St. Andrew. And as mentioned earlier, this is going to be part of our exploring the parishes series. Village here. On the way to this point via Highway 2 coming through St. Thomas, there are many shops essentially at every corner, with no exaggeration. Every corner there's a corner shop. This is a church on the left here. And the sign says road closed. So we will explore. We were not aware there was a closed road down here, but we will still explore and see where it takes us, because the name of this drive is Exploring St. Andrew. A very quiet parish, St. Andrew, but it's still known for many things, just as every other parish is. And this is where the road is closed. So we will turn here. Give you a view of this end. Many people would be surprised to see how deep inland you can go into Barbados. Most people know Barbados from the views of the south coast, but there's a lot more to it. A lot of the roads are being rebuilt or resurfaced in Barbados. A major road rehabilitation project. And here reconnects us to Highway 2. We continue exploring. You can see some horses on the left there grazing. There's nothing nicer than driving through a sleepy parish like this. Today is Saturday, the 18th of May, 2024, and we started this drive at approximately 5 minutes to 2, and it's now 5 minutes after 2. We are currently at an area known as Chalky Mount, and there's an animal on the Highway 2A. Let's just get around it safely. Lots of space, lots of green. There's a lot to enjoy if you are a lover of nature in the parish of St. Andrew. So we just passed Chalky Mount and we continue making our way along Highway 2, and eventually we'll get to scenes of waves breaking. So to our right, a lot of trees planted. Barbados, like many other countries, has been planting trees all in the name of saving the planet. This is the KMV Oval. This is where cricket is played. Usually, well, probably not exclusively cricket, but you tend to see a lot of cricket being played out there. There's a turn here on Lakes Road, but we continue along Highway 2. One of the other series that we plan to do is a series of all of the highways starting at 1, 1B and going up to 7. and there will be one video per highway, so obviously some would be longer than others. Now we are in Belle Plaine, St. Andrew, and there's a very impressive recently repainted gas station out here, a little hardware store, a little clinic there. This feels like there's more civilization here. We come up to the St. Andrew Post Office. What we do here is we turn right and we're gonna take you on the Ermy Bourne highway. All of this is new road, lovely driving. You can see the hills on the right. So this Ermy Bourne highway goes all the way through to the east coast, but we're exploring St. Andrews, so we're gonna just do some turning and bobbing and weaving. We can't possibly show you all of St. Andrew, but we would like you to see some areas of interest. So we're just gonna turn off the highway here so that the Ermy Bourne highway, and make our way back out, just so that you can connect the dots. So you can see this lovely view from here with a peak up there. My son and I have an ongoing argument. Every time I refer to these peaks as mountains, he reminds me that there are no mountains in Barbados, just hills. So we have an ongoing debate about that. He himself is a lover of mountains and can name the tallest mountains of the world. So you would never hear him referring to the steep hills in Barbados as mountains. And to prove his point, he reminds me of the line in the Barbados anthem which says, "These fields and hills beyond recall are now our very own." So when that is said, I have to concede that in fact they are hills. So that's the entrance there again that we came to. And this is the Alleyne School. So the Alleyne School is one of the oldest secondary schools in Barbados, and some argue it's a top school. There are many debates around which are the better schools in Barbados and which are not. And when we did the recent video of Speightstown, I mentioned that Alexandra School was a top school, and we got one or two comments from our viewers about which school is better. So we're not gonna do that on this journey into the Alleyne School, but we're just gonna take a little dip in for all the Alleyne alumni out there, maybe some who no longer live in Barbados and are viewing this. this can give you a bit of a trip down memory lane, and it's always very encouraging when we receive comments from, oh, here's the principal's parking, it says. It's always very encouraging when we receive feedback from Barbadians who live overseas, who say to us that these tours do a lot for them and remind them of their childhood, and they seem so appreciative of what we're doing. And it's very, very encouraging to get these comments. They motivate us to continue. We're turning in the yard of the Alleyne School as part of our tour of the parish of St. Andrew. We love to highlight schools when we do these tours. Schools are such an important aspect of any society. We try to feature at least the more prominent schools of the areas that we visit. It would be lovely if we could feature every school. And it's interesting how the parking here is reserved. On the right, there's parking for the principal's secretary, the executive officer, the secretary treasurer, the principal, and the deputy principal. Very well laid out and well done, Alleyne School. It must be lovely to attend one of these schools in the country. It must be so peaceful. What a lovely environment in which to learn. So we're exiting the Alleyne School now. Go back to the entrance to the Ermy Bourne highway firstly, and then come back. Another school on the right. Its gates are closed. This one is a primary school. It's the Dacosta Edwards Primary School. Continue along the Ermy Bourne highway of us is the historic St. Andrew Parish Church. And of course, we could not come to St. Andrew and not show you its parish church. We always have to highlight the churches of the parishes that we visit, and you will notice probably in every video that we release, we usually highlight the parish church among other churches. This is one of the entrances on the side, and you can turn here. You can get a view directly inside of the church. And there's a small car park here, and actually there's a grave in this area. This is the main door there to the church, and you just turn here for you to get a view of that grave out there. There's the grave to the left of the camera. Again, the entrance to the church, or side entrance or back entrance. And there you have a lovely view of the what is known as the Scotland district. So just keeping the camera on the Scotland district for a while so that you can take any screenshots. It's very beautiful. And there's another grave to the left there. Where we parked a short while ago, there was a grave from, I think it's somebody named Viola Smith. It said that whoever that was died in 1951 at age 53. Unfortunately, this gate is closed so that we... No, that's not the driving gate, that's the pedestrian gate. So we get in here from this area and we can drive right into the church. This is where the parking is. Drive right through the cemetery into the churchyard. So this is the back end of the church. We were just at the entrance. And this is essentially the back of the church. But we will be facing the back of the altar. So that other entrance that we showed you would be the main entrance, and there are two sides as well that you can enter from. So we move away from the parish church and just continue to explore Highway 2. Quiet drive. Camera can't pick this up, but there are four bushfires out there to the left of the screen, up in those hills. Very, very hot over the past few weeks, and Barbados has been experiencing lots of bushfires, including a major bushfire recently in Christchurch that caused the Christchurch Foundation School students to have some difficulty. But it was towards the end of the school day, and they were able to all depart safely. Now we just slow down here and actually park on this side so that you can get a view of the incline and you can see what it looks like with those cars ascending. That bus is almost speeding. So we just continue until we get to the end, until we get to the border. We turn as we hit St. Peter, because St. Peter is going to be another video for another day. Climbing this hill. It doesn't seem very steep, but it is quite steep. I'm sure if you ask a cyclist, they would agree with me. Barbados Wildlife Reserve is out here. For myself, I've never visited because I understand that the wildlife there not It's not necessarily a zoo where animals are caged, but they are, from what I understand, they are just walking among you. I don't know if that is true because I've never visited it, and I don't think I would, at least not in a hurry. I'm not a fan of monkeys and so on walking around me. So we continue our ascension as we prepare to exit St. Andrew and touch St. Peter before we turn, to show you some more of St. Andrew on this video of exploring St. Andrew. Here's the wildlife reserve on our right, and on our left as we exit St. Andrew, Farley Hill Park. Now this area here is where people come to do picnics and so on. We're entering just this area here. It's very beautiful. Farley Hill Park. You get lots of tours up here. You can see picnickers out there. This old structure here, I'm not sure what this building used to be, but I always enjoy looking at it. I'm sure there's a story behind it. When you come here, you pay $6 to enter, and you come and you sit and you have your meals and look out and take your pictures and your selfies. This is a lovely view here. I don't think I can capture it. I'll try. You can see down there at the east coast. It's a lovely place to just come and sit and think. Nice gazebo there, little benches on the side. So this is a good area for you if you're planning a visit to Barbados, either as a returning national or a tourist, a visitor. This is an area that you should really try to get to. It's very special. So even if you're driving through here to park for an hour or just 5 minutes, you encounter this booth, and whoever is working, they just come to you and collect and there's a sign there that shows you how much you have to pay, and then there is parking out here. So it's a very special area. You can see all of these people out here just enjoying themselves, having a picnic, and just there's a little play park out here. So this is Farley Hill Park. I just got interrupted with what I was saying because the security officer stopped to find out how come we were leaving so quickly. So that sort of interrupted my flow. So we're facing the area where the Barbados Wildlife Reserve is located, and we return to the highway 2, and as you can see from the sign here, we are re-entering the parish of St. Lucy. There's the sign on the left. So we just St. Andrew, sorry, the parish of St. Andrew. So we just exited St. Andrew and we are re-entering St. Andrew. My apologies, I said St. Lucy, I was distracted. So this hill that we just ascended, we are descending now and get another view. I almost feel as if I am boasting about it because I think it is such a beautiful area. It's not mine. I'm not a son of the soil, but I have lived here long enough that I feel as if it is mine, and I'm showing it off to the world as guided by my co-pilot and co-driver, my son, who is yet to sound his voice. Oh, there's a monkey who is yet to sound his voice in these videos and is so far contributing to the tours by whispering into my ear or sign language or notes. But he's the one who designs all of these tours. They are all his ideas. Where we go is planned beforehand. Of course, sometimes we change plans en route, and sometimes there are little problems that arise and we have to abandon our original plans and change things, but it usually works out. And what we found is that the tours that we do, the drives that we do where errors occur, those are usually the ones when we get such positive feedback. So again, back onto Highway 2. We've just passed all of this, heading in the other direction. So we're going back to show you some more of St. Andrew. One of our newer subscribers left us a comment that the videos should be accompanied by Google Maps. We are not certain how to get that done, and we're not interested in making that happen. We just want to explore things as we understand them, and wherever our information is limited, so be it. But anyone is free to use the same maps to sort of locate where we are. But for context, we are currently driving through Shorey Village in St. Andrew, and the usual disclaimer: I don't know all of the areas because I am not naturally. So this is Shorey Village turn off here. I am not originally from Barbados and I don't know the names of all of the areas, and my son as a young man is himself just learning them. So we just turned off into this Shorey Village just to give you a little view of St. Andrew. So this gives you a bit of a view in here. Just turn around at this point. Don't want to be too intrusive into where people have their private homes. Don't want to invade anyone's privacy. The purpose of these drives is to give our viewers a sense of the road network in Barbados, and while sharing that, some historical areas, and you can see the number plates have changed. They are A on the registration numbers on the plates. In Barbados, wherever a vehicle is registered, it takes the letter associated with the parish. So St. Andrew is A. St. James is S because there's John, Joseph and James. Joseph is O. John is J. St. Michael obviously is M. And Christchurch is an X. Now ahead of us you can see the Morgan Lewis Windmill, which is another tourist attraction. See if we can get it clearly in the video here. There it is. So we're deep into St. Andrew now. Ascending Cherry Tree Hill. And it says entrance to the Morgan Lewis Windmill. We pause here for a photo opportunity. And it says, yes, we're open. This area is well visited because it's somewhat of an attraction. As far as I know, the windmill can still operate, or it used to operate, but it's still in its original format. Just try to get it into the camera there. So this is the back of it. And if you look closely within that little covered area, you can see a blue mechanism. That's probably the machinery that is used to power it, and the windmill was the biggest. I think this was the largest windmill in the Caribbean that is still intact, and it stopped functioning when there was the passage of Hurricane Elsa some years ago. It damaged it, but you can see all of the arms there. The birds are resting on it, although you can't see that from here. But this is a tourist attraction. It stopped operating in 1940 something, 47, and it was given to the Barbados National Trust in the 1960s. Just want to turn so that you can get a different view. Can't really get a better angle than when you enter. But you can see a sign there saying Morgan Lewis Sugar Mill, Barbados National Trust, the Caribbean's largest windmill, and it says yes, we're open. And you can see what a lovely view it is from up here. You can actually see the waves breaking on the east coast. And we take our leave from Cherry Tree Hill and go back down to the Ermy Bourne Highway now via Highway 2. This way, just making our way back out. Shorey Village area. And then a left back onto Highway 2. Okay, we just stopped to let some vehicles pass because we're going a bit too slowly for the highway. Reserve is on the left. This area is Walkers, and then we come back to the St. Andrew Parish Church on our right. And just for good measure, we show you the roundabout once again of this church. And we're now on the highway changes name. This is the Ermy Bourne section of the highway. And in case you didn't know, Ermy Bourne, she was the first woman to be elected to the Parliament, the House of Assembly. So that highway is named, this highway is named for her, the Ermy Bourne Highway. She was Edna Ermitude Bourne, known as Ermy Bourne. There's a whole documentary on her on the CBC TV, CBC channel 8. We just turn here just to give you a the gates are closed. But this school is the A. Dacosta Edwards Primary School. It is the only primary school in St. Andrew, and it's called the A. Dacosta Edwards Primary School. Not entirely certain who is Dacosta Edwards in relation to St. Andrew, but schools tend to be named for former principals or other noteworthy individuals who contributed to the development of the school or the area in some way. So these are where the homes are in Belle Plaine, St. Andrew. As we make our way along the Ermy Bourne Highway. There's a little sign here, a sort of monument that says Ermy Bourne Highway. And you can see the vendor there selling his mangoes and so on. What I understand, most of the residents out here have a serious war going on with the environment because their vehicles and their windows are significantly impacted by the sea blast. We're enjoying this lovely smooth ride along the Ermy Bourne Highway, which we joined from Highway 2. All along we were driving on Highway 2. We've now turned off properly onto the Ermy Bourne Highway. From the junction of the St. Andrew Parish Church and the Dacosta Edwards Primary School. On our left, this is all beach area now because we are at the sea, and you can see we're just going to slow down here to give you this view. This is our left. We are reversing on a major highway, but of course this area is very quiet, so we can take a chance just for you to get a view of this lovely natural formation. If I'm not mistaken, the information that I have is that Barbados is one of 3 islands that is made up of limestone. Barbados, and then Bahamas, and I think part of Jamaica is also is made up of limestone, and apparently this accounts for the relative flatness of Barbados. See how beautiful this is. The relative flatness of Barbados, because as you can see, Barbados is not flat. But this area, from geography, because of how the plates line up, it pushes up this area, and that accounts for these steep hills. So probably millions of years ago, whatever Barbados was attached to, or whatever plates pushed against each other, created this land formation, which in my opinion is just very, very beautiful. Can see this is Barclays Park coming up on the left. I just think that it's such a beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful island. Just love taking these drives. This is a little picnic area, and we are getting ready to end the tour today because we're about to exit St. Andrew and enter the parish of St. Joseph. So you should remember that we started at a point that just at the junction where we could have stood where one foot was in St. Joseph and one was in St. Andrew. That's when we started, and we've just officially left St. Andrew. We are all along the east coast of Barbados, along the Ermy Bourne highway. And there's usually a sign that says welcome to the parish, but unless we passed it, I don't think so. But we've officially left St. Andrew and we are now into St. Joseph. And there's the sign. They've changed it, so we almost missed it. But here we are. It says entering the parish of St. Joseph, the Lions Club, Scotland district. Another time we will do a video of the parish of St. Joseph, and more than likely we will begin from this point, but that's not fully confirmed as yet. It is now 12 minutes past 3 on the 18th of May 2024. We hope you've enjoyed this drive today. It was a bit choppy because we had to start and stop once or twice, but we've covered as much as we can in just over an hour of St. Andrew, and we hope you are going to follow us on this series of exploring the parishes. We've started with the parish of St. Andrew, and on behalf of D and J Drives, we want to thank you very much for all of the comments that keep coming in, all of the encouraging words, the criticism. It's really helping us to build this channel, and we really appreciate all of the new subscribers. We are very happy about our numbers, and we just want to thank you for your support. And please tell others about our channel, share the videos with anyone you know who wants to visit Barbados, or who is a Barbadian living overseas who wants to return home, or even to residents of Barbados who may be bedridden or unable to get to these parts. Our purpose is to showcase the road network in Barbados and cover one or two points of interest. So signing off at 3:14 in Barbados. This is D&J Drive saying thank you. Until next time.